Sintumule as a divisional commissioner. She's going to hand them back to KZN. So actually, the docket came to our office on the 28th of March.
So meaning, even as they arrived, the idea was for them immediately to go back as soon as the auditing process had been finalized.
Yes, but General Sintumule was supposed to make arrangement first with General Mkwanas. That's when myself now, I called the General. I had Brigadier Khupati.
No, I just wanted to understand the purpose for them coming to head office.
Yes.
So they are coming up purely to be audited, meaning that as soon as that auditing process had been finalized, they would go back.
Yes.
So that's your understanding.
Yes, Commissioner.
Why could the auditing process not take place in KZN? Why did the dockets have to come up to head office for that simple process?
Commissioners, really, I don't know. Maybe General Sintumule, when she comes to testify, if she will come to testify, maybe she will explain the whole process. But that's what I heard from Brigadier Khupati, because I was never part of the previous meetings which led to the disbandment. So maybe she can explain that, why they were brought here, audited, and again back to KZN.
Thank you. I have never understood that it was General Sintumule's instruction that the dockets should come to head office. Was it not a higher-up instruction that they should come to head office?
I think, Commissioner, when I go through the testimony, that's when I said, Commissioner will understand how did those documents come to.
You see, I'm raising these questions because they relate to this fundamental question of why they had to come up in the first place.
Yes.
Now, you have said General Sintumule is the one who would have to explain why the dockets had to come to head office for the simple auditing process. So that's why I'm now referring to perhaps the person who would have to explain is the person from whom the instruction came originally. So it's in that context that I raise this. But if, as you say, you are going to say more on this later in your testimony, I will leave it at that.
Okay, thanks, Commissioner.
I will leave it there at this stage.
Thank you, Chair. General, and you say that the auditing process was done within the day. Is that your testimony?
Yes, they've done the auditing at the Office of Crime Intelligence. Before they brought the docket here, the auditing was done there at Crime Intelligence. And they even, there was a handing over certificate and some minutes which were written down, where General Sintumule and General Kumale signed both. And then in attendance were Brigadier Khupati, together with other members from Crime Intelligence. I don't know, is it PKTT, but I know Brigadier Khupati, his name is also appear in the attendance register where General Kumalo and General Sintumule have signed over the handing over of dockets.
Thank you, General. Commissioners, for ease of reference, there is a statement in tab 3 of the files. The statement is by Colonel Mzuli. Colonel Mzuli was present for the auditing, and so he is not going to be called, but he has provided a statement. And in that statement, at annexure IM1, is the attendance register of the persons who were there for the auditing process. And at IM2 is the audit process itself. And you will see at page 6 of that document are all of the signatories that were there for the audit. We wish to hand up or mark the statement as an exhibit. We are at exhibit 33. General,
Ms. Bowe, we're saying there's rarely ever reference to the exhibits running on the side. We think it's best to just clearly identify the document according to how it's marked in these bundles, and forget about the exhibit numbers on the side. I've forgotten when last we referred to those. It's been I think it was when Miss Asim was leading. I forget which witness, but that was quite a while back. We won't get lost, I don't think, as long as we just clearly identify what document it is for purposes of the record and for purposes of us going back to it when we want to. Would that be fine?
yes, that's fine, Chair. We have a running list, and so we mark it.
I'm sorry.
Exhibit 33, witness statement and annexes of Israel Mvuli. Would that suffice?
Okay. All right. I just wanted to avoid the reference to
we can
But
subtract.
no, let's keep it. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. General, the audit process has been done, and you've now had a conversation with General Sentimole, who had informed you that they need to make arrangements for the dockets to be transported to KZN. Did she indicate when this would happen?
Yes, Commissioner, she did indicate. She even said that actually, General, let's plan maybe to hand over those dockets the following week. So the following week will be the week of the 9th or 10th. That's when she said that she's planning, but she will come back to us to give us the proper date when we can plan to go to KZN.
Thank you, General. And you then go on leave. By the time you go on leave on the 11th of April, still no arrangements to take the dockets back to KZN had been made?
Yes, there was no arrangement. But when I came back from leave during the first week of May, that's when I inquired from Brigadier Tata where actually what transpired whilst I was on leave. Then they explained to me that there was an arrangement which were made, and then itinerary were completed. I think it was done on the 24th of April, and they were planning to take the dockets to KZN in my absence here. Commissioners, if maybe you allow me just to go a little bit before one of the preparation to go to KZN. Brigadier Tata informed to me when they were doing the audit, conducting audit. Actually, there were a plan put in place about the phases which is going to take place about this docket. And then the first phase of docket to be handed over. Those are the one which they were doing the audit. Actually, there were 3 phases which is going to take place because of now the PKTT is going to be disbanded. So the first phase where this docket which they were auditing, the 118, they were docket which were still under investigation. And the second set of dockets would be what we refer to as decision dockets. Normally, there are some cases where we don't just arrest, you complete the investigation. After that, you send docket for decision for the prosecutor, senior prosecutor to give further guidance. That was the docket which will be the second phase. Those dockets, they are not yet handed over. It was just phases. The third phase will be docket from court, whether finalized or docket which are still on trial. That will be the third phase. But the phase which we are dealing now is 118 dockets which were still under investigation.